First off, man, I want to ask you, what was it like to play in front of a full house in Philly for the first time on Sunday when you guys took on the Niners?
It was a very electric feeling, very electric, and great to see the fans out there, and I obviously want to bring it home for them. But it was an amazing feeling playing in the stadium.
What did you know about the fans before, Eagles fans, before you were drafted by Philly? And was your perception of the fans and what people told you about them, was it accurate? Did it change over time as you've been here?
I know they're very passionate, and they bring a ton of enthusiasm to the games, and they have the will to win. And obviously, that's big, So excited to have them and their support.
Well, this is Dallas week, and Dallas week is like no other in Philly playing the Cowboys. When did that get impressed upon you that Dallas week is just different animal in Philadelphia?
I think all of them are different animals. Everybody in this division. So we just want to go out there and take advantage of the opportunities we have. Big stage, so go out there and take advantage of our opportunity.
How do you handle, Jalen, or balance really the success and the praise you got after week one? It was a tremendous win against Atlanta. You guys did great things on offense. And then week two, there's some questions, there's some criticism. So how do you handle the success and then balance all that praise with the criticism?
I put a 24-hour rule on all things, good and bad, and you have to look at it as the glass half full or half empty, and I see a lot of opportunity for this football team, a lot of things that we can do. Just have to put those pieces together. You learn from everything and understand that you're going to grow and learn something every day. So we've taken on that mentality of rent being due every day, attacking every day, and depositing something in every day, so we can be a better football team in the end. So just keep on chopping at the bit with it.
I was there on Sunday. I saw the game. I was in the auditorium afterwards and heard you say that there were some plays you wish you can have back. If you look at that game, is there one that stands out to you that I say that, I wish we could do that one over? I could do something different on this.
No, it's hard for me to say, honestly, because I'm over it. I'm past it. Just want to take advantage of opportunities.
I love how you're able to just move on from stuff like that, man. How do you feel when your coach, when Nick Sirianni shows up to a practice and he's wearing a T-shirt with your face on it, a cool shirt, you got the shades on in it? How does that make you feel when Nick does that?
It's cool. It's cool. It's great to see. A big time players coach, and he wants to see his players do great things, and I want to see him do great things as well. So all of this is a package deal, and we're all in it together. So continuing to connect with one another, whether it be through conversation or through representation or showing some type of belief, just connecting, growing, and creating a strong bond.
You got any plans to show up to any practices or any news conferences wearing a Nick Sirianni T-shirt?
That would be nice, wouldn't it?
We're going to have to find one. Well, I'm sure they're out there. I'm sure. When you look back on your rookie year, I know you talked about last year a little bit of adversity and having to overcome that. What was the most valuable lesson for you that you learned as a rookie in the NFL?
Yeah, I think the most valuable thing that could have happened was just having the opportunity to play a little bit and get my feet wet. You look at it and it's 4 games. You could argue that are preseason games or whatever it is. However you look at it, and now having the opportunity to have now, taking those experiences I've had from last year and this offseason and learning from it, and went out there and trying to play at a high level. So that's all that matters to me. Just growing, learning from my mistakes, learning from everything, good, bad, or indifferent, and not being a repeat offender with it.
I know you're college experience had to prepare you for that, right? Your college experience had to prepare you for some ups and for some downs and for some highlights and for some lowlights. When you reflect back on college, what do you cherish the most?
I cherish it all, and I wouldn't change anything. But I cherish now having the opportunity. I cherish now having the opportunity to continue to write my own story, and help write the story for this football team with the Eagles this year. So everybody has a part in that, but I'm thankful for the opportunities I have now, and I want to take advantage of them.
Joe, was there a moment as a rookie where you felt like, or you made a play, or you did something where you felt like, yeah, I belong in the NFL, not just as a backup quarterback or just an extra part, but I should be out there as a starting? I know you got confidence, man, but was there like something that happened in any game? Was it the Saints game, maybe a play here or a play there, where you felt like this is my time?
No, there wasn't a moment, because I've always had the confidence in myself to continue to grow, and build every day. So I don't think there was a specific moment.
Your teammates since day one, Jalen, they have always praised your leadership skills from the minute you first stepped into that huddle. Where did you develop those? Like, how did you develop those leadership qualities? Were there any certain leaders who've influenced you along the way? How do you become such a great leader?
I put a lot of it towards my childhood and how I came up as a kid, being a coach's kid down there in Houston, Texas. Texas high school football is a huge thing, and I was a part of it for a long time, my whole childhood. And I saw my dad handle situations. I saw how my dad led the troops. I saw how he coached. I saw how he was able to communicate and build relationships with a ton of different people. So me seeing that, me growing, me being in leadership roles and positions that require leadership and management helped me a lot growing up. And then I was able to see Coach Saban and Coach Riley and being around all the great coaches I've been around. And I've always soaked it in like a sponge. I've always soaked in the great knowledge around me and tried to, use it to my benefit in the end.
I've talked to players around the league who tell me how guys like Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers are great leaders because they are relatable and they want to lead not just the guys on the offense, but they walk around the locker room and they feel like they got to be leaders for special teams, for defense, for backups, for 1 through 53 and the practice squad. Does it take extra effort, Jalen, to do that? Is there anything that you have to do to make sure, like, I got to go out of my way because the offense is around me, but I got to relate with all of the guys on the team?
Yeah, you definitely have you have to feel that out, and that varies from person to person. For me, I've always gone in it with with the mentality of being myself, connecting with everybody, trying to build relationships with everybody, not ever being ingenuine with anything that I do, but just being myself. I mean, it's always unfolded the way it has.
Rent is due is the mentality. It's the approach. How was that born in you? Where did that come from? When did Jalen Hurts say, hey, rent is due every day, and this is going to be my mantra?
It's a mentality. It's a mentality I've always had. And I guess I just came up with a clever way to say it. But you attack every day. You want to attack every day. I'm always trying to learn as much as I can to build on the player I am daily. And that's the mentality we have to have, whether you're in school, high school, whatever position you're in, a corporate job, or whatever it is. You have to attack every day. You have to go out there and put maximum effort in, a championship effort in every day, so you can build on your position and where you are, continue to grow and excel.
When you look back on last year and the quarterback room, and now it's a different quarterback room, were you able to learn different things from from Carson and Nate, and now do you take some of that from Carson and Nate, and maybe you pass that on, or Joe and Gardner? Like, what's the difference in that in the quarterback rooms, and what did you learn last year? What was the relationships like?
Yeah, regardless of the situation I'm in, I've always had a constant thirst for knowledge, and just always had that constant thirst for knowledge. So I've always watched, I've always respected those around me, and I've always tried to grow. And the beautiful thing about this game is you see it done in so many different ways, and you get to pick and choose what you like and what you don't like, and what you can apply to your game and what you won't, and what fits you basically. So, it's kind of like cooking. Everybody has a different recipe to make this great meal or this great masterpiece in the end, but it's up to the chef to decide what he puts in there. So I've learned from everybody around me, and I'll continue to do that.
How did you handle throughout the offseason? There was constant talk, constant speculation, constant rumors. The Eagles are going to do this. They're going to trade for Deshaun Watson. They may be interested in Russell Wilson if he's available. If Aaron Rodgers is available, they may go look at it. How did you handle that and deal with that, knowing that, hey, I'm right here. This is my time. What did you do?
Put the work in every day. Went around my daily process of, trying to get better every day, and kept my head down,
I mean, we're all human. Does that bother you? Do you even hear it? Do you block it out? Do you leave it out? Do people tell you about it? I'm sure you're not tuning in to talk radio or whatever people are doing on the TV right now. You're too busy doing that. But is that brought to your attention? How do you leave it outside?
It's inevitable to see certain things, but it's up to you to allow what affects you. Not many things affect me.
How I know you, Jalen, you appreciate being a role model to young kids. I saw a quote you posted on social: every seed has the potential to change the world. And I like that. Who were some of your role models growing up? And, what's the best advice maybe that you've been given and that you can give to a young kid?
I'd say my greatest role models are people that I grew up with. The two men that have been prominent roles and figures in my life, my dad and my brother, watching them growing up and how they went about their business. I told you how my dad went about his business. I admired it so much from a leadership standpoint, and how he was able to connect to his players. And my brother, learning from him as a player growing up, since made me the player I am, and I've grown into be. So those two.
And advice, Jalen, that you would give a young kid like coming up, not already in the league, but younger than that, guys in high school, guys in elementary school who aspire, they look at you and they want to be like, what would you say to them?
I say effort is free. Effort is free. Everybody wants to go to the bank and get this big old deposit out, but you can't get that if you haven't put any work in, you haven't put any money in the bank. So work hard, respect those around you, respect your elders, and listen to your parents. They're not going to tell you anything that's going to put you in harm's way. Neither will a coach. So just be respectful. I remember that school and scholarship is first, and I always persevere through it all regardless.
You guys are off to a 1-1 start. Had some exciting moments week one, some struggles week two. Just how good, I know you're young. Nobody wants to talk about a rebuilding team. They want to talk about retooling. Just how good could the Philadelphia Eagles be in a division where it's available? Anybody can win the NFC East.
We'll be as good as we want to be.
And what do you got to do to get there? How do you feel that you guys can be there at the end, be there in January?
Keep learning from my mistakes, and not be repeat offenders with those mistakes. I'm going to just continue to grow.
How exciting is it for you, Jalen, right now to be partnering with Eastbay, to be on the cover? I get those magazines. I used to get them when I was playing ball. I was looking at the the cleats and looking at everything else. Now you are on the cover. I mean, what's that feel like? What's that mean to you?
It's great to be the first brand ambassador of a brand that I watched and I was a part of growing up as a kid. I got the magazines, I got the catalogs. I saw the great athletes on the cover, and for me to be on the cover, it's a great blessing. But I have so much history with Eastbay coming up as a kid, getting the different colored tights I needed, different colored cleats, different versions of cleats. They had everything for me. So to have them partner with me and be the first brand ambassador for Eastbay, it's a huge deal. It's big, you know. And I know we're launching some new products, a new line, performance line, October 4th. So there'll be a lot of great things coming out then, and also in the future, I'll be able to collaborate on some things that I hold valuable in my life. You know, the Untamed, the Rare Breed, the Rennis Dude, the whole deal. So it's great.
How important is it to you to work also with Eastbay to give back to the local community? I know you guys got some projects and things that you're going to be doing.
Absolutely. I'm a big time man of service and uplifting those around me. So I always strive to do those things, regardless of whatever avenue I'm in. But it's a big thing. Reaching out and lending a helping hand to those in need, and just lifting as we climb, you know.
Lifting as we climb. I like that, man. I like that a lot. Yeah, that's something I've been wanting to ask you. In John 13:7, Jesus says, "You do not realize what I'm doing now, but later you will understand." I know that is significant to you. You got it on your Instagram. What does that verse mean to you?
It means in the midst of any situation, in the midst of whatever it is you're going through, never lose your trust in God, never lose your faith in God. Keep your head down, be graceful, and keep on controlling what you can. Give it to the Lord, and you know, do your best. You know, but regardless of the situation, you know, you may not know now, but later you understand. You know, it's always bigger in the end.
I know you every day, you got to focus on the physical. You got to focus on the mental. You got to get better as a football player. How do you make sure you stay fed spiritually?
Every day, every day, diving into it and receiving the word every day.
Jalen, I appreciate that about you, man. Good luck the rest of the season. I'm excited to see the Eastbay performance line, see you on the cover, and it's going to be cool. So I'm looking forward to that, man. Thank you.